2025. I hope we're all excited to be here. I know I am. We have so many wonderful entries that made it through. We actually have 28 entries to show today. A couple of them will have a couple of rounds. So to everybody who made it through, congratulations. And to everyone who entered, seriously, congratulations. This is amazing. So I'm going to bring in our guests and then we'll announce the audience choice winners. So I'd like to welcome O'Day in and Madman D. Thank you both for showing up today.
Yes, thank you for having us.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. Good weather outside, feeling good, ready to see some fantastic works. So,
Yep, okay. All right. So our winners that are moving on from the audience choice last night. First of all, we had 68 people that voted in the audience choice, which is wonderful. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to do that. And so the people who are moving on from that are Metal Meats with Our Side of the Universe. They had, also I'd like to say everybody got at least a few votes. So it was really tight. And there were basically a three-way tie for the second one. So we have it's all written down, my apologies. Ashley Householders with the Aziraphale cosplay with the feathered wings. And Leo Reeds with Dancing Queen, that 3D animated skit. And Jay Something with Eden, the original song. All of them, it was basically a three-way tie for those, so all three of them also made it in. So congratulations to all four of those people for moving on. Metal Meat Scream. Oh, also, everyone, I want to remind, yesterday we had some issues with the chat moderator because I had a chat bot. It was new to me. I hadn't had a chance to test it yet. I had no idea it was going to be that strict. My sincere apologies for anyone who got silenced for any amount of time. I've turned off the automated chat bot, so it's not in there at all. So I trust you all to monitor yourselves and everything. And plus we have good chat moderators of our own, live people that don't make poor decisions like a bot. So I am sorry about that yesterday. Okay. Yep. We have the lineup today is we're going to reverse the order it went in yesterday because I don't want always the same categories going to the end of the stream. So yesterday we started with arts and we end at art and then cosplay. And then we ended with the skits and the music. So today we're going to start with crafts, then music, then we're going to do art, have an intermission, then we're going to do skits, the finale of art, because there's still a lot of art entries, and then the cosplay winner. So hopefully everyone can stay around for the whole stream. Hope we're excited. Okay. I want to make sure we haven't got any more guests that popped in. Oh, Gleefer is here. Just a second. Let's go ahead and bring Gleefer in real quick. All right, guys. Okay. There she comes. Hi, Gleefer.
Hello.
Hi, thanks for showing up again.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yep. Okay, I want to make sure, is the audio good for the guests, for everybody here? Just making sure there's no problems. I think we're doing okay today as far as that goes, so. All right, just, Gleefer, all I did so far was just kind of lay out the format for today. So, and if you haven't done this before, if this is your first time on the stream, what we're going to do is these are random head-to-heads. So we'll play two different videos, sometimes three, and you guys, the audience, get to vote on who moves on to the next round, or in some cases here, by the end, for everyone, the winner in each of 5 categories. So are we ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We are going to start with crafts, which has 3 finalists. This is just the final 3. So we will be watching these and then voting on who wins the craft category. So here we go.
That was gorgeous. I love the mirror effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the frame. It's such a nice touch. It really ties it all together.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Is my audio working? Yeah.
I think
Oh,
so.
my audio wasn't working, of course.
Oh, I thought I was hearing something, but I wasn't sure.
It's not a live stream with me unless I mess up my audio within the first 5 minutes. So
That's
now we're on
fair.
track. Okay. So
But no, that was gorgeous.
that was a really good entry. I love the embroidery and how they did the watercolors in the background of the embroidery. So pretty. So that is JJ Lou with In the Beginning and Such. Our second entry is River with the Crocheted Picnic Under the Apple Tree.
I don't know. Go for a picnic.
I say Crowley carved the heart.
I was
Crowley
going to say
did.
that's a great question. Everybody, Leafer
Yeah,
says Crowley carved the heart. Is that who you think, Madman?
yeah, definitely Crowley.
Crowley,
Yeah.
what do you think,
Yeah.
O'Dane?
Crowley. I think we all agree here.
He seems the one more likely to have something sharp. to carve.
Well, yeah, but who had the flaming sword?
Oh, good point.
Maybe
So
Adam and
was.
Eve. Maybe Adam and Eve are also Crowley Aziraphale shippers.
Probably.
Okay, yeah, today is going to be really hard because we've got the narrowed down categories. So our last entry here for, oh, and I apologize, Madman, I know you haven't seen a lot of these. Did you get a chance to watch the stream at all last night?
Yeah, I was watching some yesterday and got to
Awesome.
check everything out. So
Cool, okay. So this last one is Andrea Victoria Paradiso with Nice.
Those were so well done. I love the eyes.
yeah, I love all the attention to detail with all the different parts. You know,
Yep.
with the little
Yeah,
belts and
this must have
everything.
taken forever.
Also,
Mhm.
are those posable? I think I just realized that they aren't just like crocheted dolls. They appeared to be at least somewhat posable, which is super fun.
Mhm.
I also really
Very
like the
cute.
nice police tape wrapped around Crowley.
Yeah.
That
Those
is
never
funny.
escape the nice.
Mhm. Like you will be nice. Yes.
Alrighty. So now comes the fun part. So voting. Woohoo! I know this one is impossible. I did my best this time to get them in the correct order on the voting things so that it wasn't confusing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the poll. the delay always, I want to try and get the slide up before I hit the thing because the audience isn't hearing me say that yet. All right. So for number 1, we have JJ Lou with In the Beginning and Such, the cross stitch. Number 2 is River with Crochet Picnic Under the Apple Tree. Number 3 is Andrea Victoria Paradiso with Nice. So please vote on who you think should win this category. And I know all of them are winners.
Oh, they're so beautiful. I do not envy the voters.
Mm-hmm.
Winners do get 1 virtual ticket to Ineffable Con.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's awesome.
And during the, so yesterday we forgot to give some of the tickets away during most of the stream. We gave a couple of tickets away at the end of the stream to the audience. And today we will give away 2 during the intermission around 4 p.m. Eastern time. So in a little less than 2 hours. And then we will also give 1 last one away at the end of the stream to the audience as well as so. So the audience gets as many, just for showing up and voting, you get as much chance to win as the entry contestants, because the audience is important too.
Yes, they are. Very.
Absolutely. So, all right. Let's see how we're doing. This is going to be a close one, isn't it? Oh yeah, we have. Oof, that is close. Okay, ready? Ben, just giving it 2 minutes. 45. Yep. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 10 more seconds to vote. I know by the time I say this, I'm going to end the poll. By the time they hear me say that, the poll will be over. All right, okay, we got a couple more votes. All right, guys. That is a close one. So it looks like we have number 3. I'm going to make sure I say it correctly. Andrea Victoria Paradiso with Nice, the beautiful crocheted dolls. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well done.
Yay.
Well done. Tough
yeah.
position.
A very tough one. And I will be contacting the winners after the show is over via email with your ticket information. So give me like a day to get all that handled, everybody. Probably it'll be tomorrow that I'm emailing that stuff out. So, all right. So next up, our next category is, what do we have next? Music. And because we had another musical entry come in through the audience choice voting at night, we actually have 4 entries for music. So we're going to do 2 pairings. So no 3s. Yay. For once, right? Okay, so our first here is J Something with Eden, the original song. This was one of the audience choice votes. So here we go. Let me get that.
That's why I'm
don't think you need to apologize for the rubbish video. Just saying.
No.
Yeah.
Believe in
Singing
yourself.
is
You make some
beautiful.
stuff.
I saw a lot of comments, people tearing up in the chat. It is just, yeah, it's heart-wrenching. Beautiful song, beautiful voice.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, our next entry is Sylviana with Dear Demon Crowley.
Dear Demon Crowley, here's a few things you'll need to know if you wanna be my lovely husband all our lives. Take me to the Ritz, I deserve it, dear, and drink some wine with me every anniversary. Cause if you do it right, I'll be your perfect man, angel in disguise, dear angel on the run. You have your demon past, but we can make us last. Your demon lot is wrong, but dearest, you know, so is mine. It's hard to tell them no, but I just wanna go with you to the stars, far, far and then to Mars. You gotta know how to make me smile like crazy, even when my brain is hazy with the shadows of our past. Me love a demon, here's a small list of things to know if you wanna be my demon husband all my life. My dearest Crowley, if you wanna get that angel loving, tell me I'm worth the trouble of you being nice. After every fight, just do our dance, and I will praise you for your style with more than very nice. Even if I'm to blame, you set my heart aflame with our sight. You have my heart tight. You gotta know how to make me smile like crazy, even when my mind is hazy with failed Armageddon's blast. Dear Demon Crowley, here's a few things you'll need to know if you wanna be my lovely husband since the one. Dear future husband, let me do some tricks, and with my magic, it's a simple fix. I will amaze you more than once. I'll be reading, you'll be sleeping, but I bet when you wake up, dearest, you can get some kisses. Don't pretend you're mean, cause you know how I feel. Buy me some books, you know how it works. You gotta know how to make me smile like crazy, even when my brain is hazy with the color of your eyes. Beloved demon, here's a small list of things to know if you wanna be my demon husband since about now. My dearest Crowley, if you wanna get that angel loving, tell me I'm worth the effort of you being nice. Oh, when we married, take me to South Downs.
Awesome.
I love that one too.
That's really lovely. It's fun.
Such creative lyrics.
Yep, and now we get to have the thing that, well, Potato isn't here to complain about not
I will complain.
how hard it would be
First,
to
yeah,
vote.
but I'm glad I don't have to vote.
But let's get it up here. So we have Eden by Jay something and Dear Demon Crowley by Sylviana. Both really great. That second one is such a bop, and the first one is just heart-wrenching. So yeah, emotionally they're very different, but they're both amazing. So let's get the poll up. So this is to move on to the next round. As opposed, so we still will have a final round with these as well. Nope, don't want to add an option. There we go. Okay, so vote for one if you want to vote for Eden, an original song by Jay something, and 2 for Dear Demon Crowley by Sylviana. So yeah, this one I think would be really hard. They're so different in tone, but they're both like equally good.
The Dear Demon Crowley's going to be in my head all day, though, now.
Oh yeah, it's already stuck in my head.
Yeah.
It is super catchy. Dear Demon Crowley. Yep.
Mhm.
Very hard to choose. Absolutely. We do appreciate the audience taking the time to vote, and it's very close right now. So we have 60 viewers right now. Saturday afternoon. The sun is finally out. Well, not here. It's raining, but you know, in general, spring is here. At least in the
Yeah.
Western Hemisphere.
It's been very warm over here today.
That's good. Nice. Getting the flowers are blooming. Mother's Day in America tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, guys, we got a good amount of votes, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. What does it say? Okay, thank you everybody for voting. It looks like Eden J something, but Eden by J something will be moving on to the final round. So congratulations.
Congrats. Yeah.
Congrats.
It was beautiful.
Mhm.
Yes, that is amazing. So make a note there. Okay. So next up we have, let's see, what do we have up next? Get that going. Here we go. Okay, so looks like next up we have Good Omens Club by Vavumi and Laura S. All right. Make sure we get the audio correct. Okay, folks, here we go.
I know you wanted me to say I like church and sports and gossiping with friends on Saturday, but I found a very special place where nerds and geeks can all be free to show off their cosplay. I'm having wild dreams from reading AO3. Fan art consumes my days. At night embroidery won't make my mama proud. My new song parody. She hears a baby girl. I know she's gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a Good Omens girl, and you write fan fiction. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. Read a page in my feels. It's my true passion to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep on asking in the Good Omens Club. I'm project multitasking with my friends on the sub. I'm gonna keep on crafting with the Good Omens Club. Good Omens Club. Theories and lots of lore. Lovers in the cottage who are enemies no more. Pain fights and a slam against the wall. Every day new speculation about Crowley's fall. I think my wild dreams from reading AO3, Tumblr and Instagram. You've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. My new song parody. She's a baby girl. I know she's gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a Good Omens girl, and you write fan fiction. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. Read a page in my feels. It's my true passion to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep on asking in the Good Omens Club. I'm project multitasking with my friends on the sub. I'm gonna keep on crafting with the Good Omens Club. Good Omens Club. With my friends on the sub. Ooh. God, what have you done? You're a Good Omens invitation to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep on asking in the Good Omens Club. I'm project multitasking with my friends on the sub. I'm gonna keep on crafting with the Good Omens Club. Good Omens Club. Omens Club. Good Omens Club.
My goodness. Those lyrics spoke to
Very
me.
sold out.
I just love the energy she brings just to the performance, but then the song
Yeah.
itself too. You know,
I know she got some moves.
Definitely
that's just
makes you
creative use of space
shake
too.
it too.
Mhm.
I also wanted to mention, oh yeah, somebody said epic hair. Yeah, she has the hair to
Yes, rock
flip it
star hair.
around.
Mhm.
Epic hair.
I like how
Oh.
the chat's saying that this is like our new anthem now for the
Yep,
fandom. So I like
it is
it.
our fandom now.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So next up we have, let me get it up here. The Aziraphale song by Emily Rawling. Alrighty. Alrighty, here we go.
There once was an angel gone away. He broke my heart when I wanted him to stay. My walls went up, my shades went down. Why did he say no? Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. We'd not been on the earth that long when we debated right and wrong. 'Cause I had manied the apple on the tree that helped them grow. Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. I go with Hal as far as I can. I'd rather stay right here with man. And then the angel's doubts began, and I felt left alone. Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. Oh, as time went on, our arrangement grew. Heaven and hell, they had no clue. The ducks in St. James Park sure knew that we were friends, not foes. Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. So when the end of earth drew near and Satan's son did first appear, we both did things to interfere so we'd be left alone. Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. Heaven is not quite as it seems. The head angel no more supreme. They masked their problems with their schemes, and now I've lost my beau. Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may his Isabel come to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. Take our leave and go.
A very creative video as well.
The lyrics are great, and then they did a great job with the animatic.
Hmm.
Yeah, wanted to let the credits play that time. I I had forgotten. Yeah, so was Emily told me this was their first time doing an animatic, so I thought that was pretty amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that looked very professional. It was great.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, good luck with the votes, though, man. I wouldn't be able to choose. I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
It's so tough.
Yeah. Is gonna be tricky. Again, you got both of these are an actual like stuck in your head. So, all right.
Mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put up the poll. So which entry do we want to move to the next round? One for Good Omens Club by Vavumi, and 2, the Aziraphale song by Emily Rowling. Rowling? Am I saying your name right? Rawlings. It's got an A. Rawlings. My apologies. All right, guys. Good luck with the vote. This is a tricky one. There we go. Yeah. Both of them are sung so well, too.
The energy of the first one, but then the talent of the second one with the drawing and the animatic, it's a hard choice.
It's a really hard choice.
100%. Yeah. They both bring a lot of energy and a lot of passion, you know?
Yeah.
And an earworm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Both are likely to be earworms. Oh yeah, already it's boy, it's very close to tied. Oh, now it's tied.
Oh,
Oh,
it's gonna be a
Yeah.
tiebreaker.
I'm gonna let this one run till everyone has had a chance to vote. So please, I know it's hard, but do your best to. So if you had to pick, I know this is one I won't make anybody in here vote, but if you guys had to pick, do you think you could?
No. No.
Just refuse to vote.
I just refuse to vote.
I know they're both so good. They really are. Okay. All right. You guys want to keep going? We've got 58 votes. 60 votes. My goodness, you guys. Are you trying to tie it? I think they're trying to keep it tied. It's currently 50-50.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The 2 minutes is up though. All right. We've got almost everyone in the chat voting. Almost everybody. Let's see what it says. It is 50-50.
Oh goodness. Don't make us break the tie.
I won't make you break the tie, but what this means is you all have to vote on it again because now it's going to be 3 in the final round instead of 2. So you just have to vote on these 2 again. That's all you did to yourselves. But
Perpetual
congratulations, both of you. These were both
It's
clearly
deserved.
equally good, amazing songs. So that's awesome. So you both move on. So let me make a note for myself. All right, both. Wow, that is only like the 3rd time ever we've had a tie in our Go-Got thing. I think we only did it once last year, and that's the 2nd time this year. So
Everybody's up their
Alrighty.
game. It's crazy.
awesome. Okay, yeah, congratulations, both entries. Let's see. So next up we have. I'll go ahead and just play it to the next one. Okay, so now we're going to do art. So art, we have 14 moved on to the finals because we really got run late last time. Well, first of all, it was mostly my fault with technical difficulties. So we have a few rounds with art. So what I'm going to do with art is we're going to go through a round where we watch all of the videos and we vote. The ones that move on to the next round of that, we are not going to rewatch the videos. We're just going to go to the voting cards because we've just watched the videos. All right, does that make sense? The voting card should remind us but we're going to see all of them fully once. All right, so we are going to start here with entry number 4. This is Another Weird French with the pastel oil, a non-tutorial.
wonderful.
Yes.
I love the
Oil
humor in
pastels
that.
are so difficult. I do not.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what
Yeah.
that haircut was so
I think
cute.
it was lovely.
He was
It's
so
hard when
cute.
you're making something, you have the way you think it should look in your head, and then you actually get the stuff on the page, especially when you're working with like materials, physical materials. It's really hard,
Absolutely.
So I think they did fantastic. Beautiful.
Yeah, I love both. But I do
Yeah.
love their own sense of humor about it. You don't see a lot of that in the our
Yeah,
presentation.
that
so.
final zoom in always gets me.
Yeah.
Very clever. Okay, our next entry is, I want to make sure I get all the names correctly. 10 here is Hannah Ann with the triptych. Christmas triptych. All right. Oh, and this one has no audio. So, yeah, we can kind of talk about this one while it's playing if you like. There won't be an echo. It's okay.
Okay.
This
Ooh,
does just,
watercolors.
yeah, and this does just go to show that the audio isn't everything because, yeah, this did got so many votes last time, and it's so good. All the work, all the detail in each scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's also got a description there of what they did.
Mm.
Their
Wow.
own nativity. I think that's so sweet.
Yeah, it is
So
crazy.
creative.
And it looks so professional. It looks like something you can do day to day.
I always appreciate when people put good effort into like the presentation, like the framing of things like that. Adds a little something sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. Okay,
Mhm.
let's. Oh, sorry, there will have been an echo there for a second. Everybody, don't panic. I turned the desktop audio on and off just for a second while everyone was talking. All right, so let's get the voting screen up for those two. All right. All right, audience. Good luck with this one again. I don't know which one I would pick. They're very different from each other. Let me get the poll in here.
Both
And then
mediums are so difficult. Oil pastel is difficult, but watercolor, that can be quite brutal too.
Yeah, for sure.
I will like to
Okay.
say that the camels were awesome. Camels are hard to draw.
Yeah.
They look like crocodiles, but they did a great job.
animals always tricky.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's not like
it
I've
is.
seen a lot of camels in real life either, so it's like
Well, yeah.
I think I've seen them like once in a zoo. That was it.
You don't have a guard camel. You don't have those.
Yeah, I know the echo. Sorry, guys. It should be gone now. Okay. Let's see how many people we got. Everyone's voting pretty fast here. I appreciate that, you guys. So we'll give it like another 10 or 15 seconds and end this vote. It is going to be pretty close. This is a really tough choice. All right, guys. Okay, we have, yep, we're up to past the 2/3 of people voting, which I really appreciate in the chat. It is so difficult. Okay, guys, and in the poll, and we have Oil Pastel, a non-tutorial by another French. Congratulations for moving on.
done.
Beautiful work with the triptych, though. Both so good.
Mm.
definitely a lot of love put into both. It's obvious. So
Yes, absolutely. Okay, 1 second while I make a note. Yep, okay. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next entry here. We have, what do we have next? 2. So this is, make sure I have the right one up. Yep, this is right. This is Sarah with fan art. Alrighty, here we go.
Start out any good painting with inspiration and reference photos. Next, we move on to the materials. We're going to sketch out our composition, fill in a few details, but not too many, because all the fine, fun, imaginative details come when you ink it. You want to save some room in your imagination for when you ink it so that you're very inspired just make it detailed and fun. I have different thicknesses of inking pens. This one is a brush tip, so I can get that very thick outer line and then the medium inner lines and very fine detail lines. The background's going to have very little bit finer, the foreground's going to be a little bit bolder, and then we erase it and reveal our painting. My $13 watercolor haul, such as Score. Some of them are a little dry, but that's the beauty of watercolors. You can always reconstitute them. Here we go, we're doing a base layer, which is the highlight color, and then coming back with darker and darker and darker washes. For each segment of the painting, we'll start light and we'll go darker, and then we're going to add some juicy purple shadows later once everything's dry. Here's some blush, mixing paint. Same with the jacket. We're going to go with a very light color and come back in darker and darker and darker. It's going to be a very moody image in the end. Doing the highlights on that leaf is one of my favorite parts. I was inspired to find this golden archangel flower, and it grows in my garden even. So I went out and I got some reference pieces. They weren't quite blooming at the time that I drew this, but I found some other art. Here we come in with these amazing shadows. Everything's just getting a shadow, shadow, shadow. Thank you, Scott Kristen Sava, for the inspiration on doing the white outline. That really, really makes it pop. And here's the final result. All these juicy, shiny plants. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go right. Yeah, don't want to skip over anybody. That I love the process video on that one. Great description of what they're doing. I've never done watercolor. I didn't realize you could get that much like no. I didn't know you could get that much like shading with watercolor. I think that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, you really can, and to have it done so well, where and sometimes it can get clumpy, almost like too opaque. But that was done really well. And I like her description of calling things juicy. Because it's like that's how it feels sometimes when you're getting into something. I don't know if it's because you're drooling. It's like it's juicy. I like that.
Yeah, that one is kind of almost a tutorial, isn't it? Which is really cool. Okay, so the next entry is The Grand Opening by Bloom. This one is going to be really tricky again. I didn't know you could get that kind of look with a digital art. It looks like a legitimate oil painting. That is stunning.
Yeah, that was very good. I liked how it felt kind of like an old archived ad of it, like from a newspaper. It was really cool.
Yeah, the depth of the colors and everything is really great on it too.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's get the poll up. I want to do this, but not move along too fast. Which one are we on? This one? Here we go. Okay. Yep, that is correct. All right. Let me make sure the desk. Yep, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, audience, here is your choice. 1 is Good Omens fan art by Sarah, correct? And 2 is Bloom with a grand opening. So give them a minute. Yeah, the colors on both are so vibrant. Like really
And
beautiful.
it's fun to see that the traditional watercolor, yet the digital still have kind of the same look. Like you can still achieve that, which is really kind of cool, I think, as a digital that used to do traditional, and I just do digital. But I miss, you miss the feeling of the brushes and the pens and stuff.
The paper itself, everything.
Yeah.
I have
The
a
only voting
training.
I'll ever do, Good Omens talent shows.
Yeah, as somebody who's like traditional art is like, my background and everything. So seeing this
it?
world, even just through, just seeing all the crazy things you can do with digital art. Good Omens communities showed me a lot of that stuff, and I'm just blown away with the stuff you can do nowadays. So
All right. It looks like we have 60 people voting. Thank you guys again. The audience is being wonderful, very engaged. We appreciate that. So we have Bloom with grand opening. We'll be moving on. Congratulations. But again, Sarah, the watercolor is so good. So, all right. Are we ready for the next entry? I should bring it up over here. Sorry about that. Okay, so next up we have, get the name right. This is Delina Arts with More Than a Lifetime. No, I have that backwards. Sorry. This one is 9. There we go. Jolena, Where Everything Began. My apologies. All right, here we go. We'll get to meets next. So yeah, I love that. I think that has to be acrylic. You guys think that's acrylic? It doesn't say. Is the person in the chat?
Oh,
it kind of looks like
though.
I would guess.
yeah, I would guess it's acrylic.
It's really pretty.
Very, very pretty.
So then we are going. So Metal Meats here is our one of our other. Sorry, lost the word. Our audience choice votes from last night. Again, we had 68 people vote, which we really appreciate on that form. And Metal Meats was the top vote for this, so she got to get back in. So here we go. Oh, let's see, what is the name of our painting? I have that on here. Our Side of the Universe.
Hi, I'm Meets. I'm an artist from Germany and this is my entry for the contest.
I decided to go with a tarot card theme, with cards I completely made up. The Dark Star and the Guardian. The cards symbolize their starting points, painted in black and white, facing away from each other. But, over time, they had slowly turned towards the other, leaving the blanks empty where they were initially meant to be. There is no right side up in this drawing, like there's no real border between them. People who watched the contest last year might remember my stained glass piece. And, of course, I couldn't resist including another one this time as the background element. And yes, I painted every little golden bridge by hand. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like this piece as much as I do.
Yeah. I love that one too.
The story behind this one is perfect.
I absolutely love it. Yeah.
I love how both of these pieces use a lot of color. There's a lot of movement in both of them and balance. It's both beautifully illustrated.
That's true. They both do have that balance in. Yeah, it is beautiful. All right. Okay, folks, so this is moving on to the next round. Okay, so 1 is, I'm going to get the names right, Jolena with Where Everything Began, and 2 is Metal Meats with Our Side of the Universe. So again, good luck. We're all up here glad we don't have to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are both beautiful. So we're going to have, let's see, how many more do we have? We have 4 more art pairings, and then we're going to go back and do the music one while I make up the voting panels for who's moving on to the art, because obviously I can't pre-make up panels when I don't know who wins. So while you guys are looking at and we're not going to rewatch the entirety of the music, but I thought I'd just play like 15-20 seconds of each song again of the 3, and just to remind us a little, and then we'll just have a couple minutes of voting there. Okay, guys, how are we doing? Ooh, this one's close again. Got 50 votes. 52 votes. I don't want to jump the gun and make it so. I know it's hard to choose, so sometimes it's like you got to really decide. Again, so we have digital, same as last time. So here we have traditional against digital again. Yeah, last year we broke the categories into digital versus traditional art, and it just gets harder. The more categories you have, the harder and harder it kind of gets to run I think we had 11 categories last year, didn't we? Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
I do like to include as much as we can, though. Okay, guys, here we go. 53 people voting, and it looks like, there we go, Jolena with Where Everything Began will be moving on. But we're so glad that Metal Meats got to come back into the voting today. So awesome. All
Congratulations.
right.
Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations. Okay, I'm gonna go on here. I don't want to rush it, but let's get before we get to the next. Here we go. Okay, so our next entry is called That is not right. Hang on a sec. I got these out of order. I have the pairings right, but I might have put the playlist in the wrong order. Let's see. I know which one this is. This is Paulina, Heavenly Leisure. Oh, I just have 13 and 1 reversed. Okay. Okay. Yes, Paulina with Heavenly Leisure. So here we go. That one's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I'm so glad we got that entry. Paulina sent that in, I think like a week or so before the contest deadline, but there was an error with the video. I couldn't play it right up until I think like the day before the contest. Finally got the error so that the video could play. So I'm so glad that they were able to get that working. All right, so next up we have The Loon with The Goats Are Innocent. I do love that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very cute pencil drawing, which is all I ever did when I was younger. But to get that much detail and depth with the pencil is amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I think I cut one of you off real quick. Sorry, say again?
I said, and once again, it's digital versus traditional, and the talent on both sides with the line work is just terrific.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's odd that keeps happening. All right, but we've had both come in. So let's see. Had both traditional win against digital and a digital win against traditional. So I like no bias. All right, folks. So number 1 is called Heavenly Leisure, and number 2 is called The Goats Are Innocent. So I'll just give it a few minutes here. And I've heard a lot of people talk about the Ineffable Wives being something they're a big fan of, but everybody also loves Bildad the Shuhite like so much. Epic. So this is a tough one. Oh my gosh, it's 50-50 already again.
Oh no.
Okay, guys. Only 46 of you have voted, and there's 73 of you in chat. So
vote.
We can vote. This is a really hard one. If I could do a cosplay, I think I'd try and do Bildad the Shuhite. I think the robe wouldn't be too hard to like sew up to get the. And I love that it's actually based on the 10 Commandments, the old movie, the 60s movie with I forgot, it's Charlton Heston. Yeah, they based his costume on that one. So I thought that was really fun.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's really neat.
Yep. It's still 50-50. You're doing this on purpose. I can tell.
Oh.
The audience.
Come on, people. Granted, I wouldn't want to vote once again.
Yeah.
They're both great.
Okay, I'm going to give it 10 more seconds and see. It looks like it's kind of maybe skewing one way or the other, maybe by only a single vote. So this is really close. All right, guys. I know. Tricky, right?
They're both awesome. Amazing.
Okay. Ending the
Who did
poll.
it?
Let's see what happened.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's another fit. You're doing this on purpose. Of course they're doing it on purpose.
That's four.
Congratulations to both of you.
Congratulations to both.
Good job.
Moving on. Okay, so let me make a note of that. So they both move on. I love that. You're both so good. Okay, so we have a both. Alrighty then. Okay, so next up we have, what do we have next up? Let's just here we go. Get back to the beginning of the video here. So this is Crowley and Aziraphale, Just Enjoying the Stars by Shruby. And here we go. Oh, and congrats to both entries, if I didn't say that. I'm losing track of my thoughts. All right, and then that I love that one. You know what? I think we might
I
have.
really like the colors in that one.
Yeah, I like the
just so
stylized art like that.
Me too. And to be stylized and still be able to capture the expression so well of love and adoration, that's a difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and go to the next one. It's got to be faster at announcing these. This is Evie with It's All About Choices.
stunning.
Yeah, I love them.
It's lovely.
Yeah, love the yin
Oh,
and yang.
none of these are going to be easy because all of these, all of these are so good. So much energy. So here's our voting. So 1, again, we have Shruby with Enjoying the Stars, and 2 is, I just said it, Evie with It's All About Choices. All right, guys. Everyone, I really, really appreciate the audience participation and supporting all these wonderful artists who spent so much time putting all this stuff together for our entertainment.
Yeah, that really is kind that people share their talents with us all. I mean, they don't have to, but they do, and they do it with such love and care. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, I appreciate it immensely. And I know it's not easy to go into a competition because there's always like some anxiety about it and makes it a little harder to enter. So everyone who entered, yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is another really, really hard one to choose.
Mm.
We will just give it just a minute here. Okay. How are we doing with the votes? People, 56 votes. Wow, you guys are 57. Thank you guys. 58. You just keep voting. Awesome. Oh, thank you for reminding me if Rachel and Bethany are voting tonight, because I never look back in my they're probably waiting in the chat room right now. They are. I have a couple people waiting in the chat room. So let's bring Rachel and Bethany in real quick. And just give me a second. Sorry, everybody back there. My apologies. Like moving along. Okay. I will get Kamapuri in here too. So.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hi.
Got a full house over here.
Definitely.
Do we even all still fit on your screen?
I actually think no.
That's
For Kira
fine,
to
because
come
I think then
in.
I will sign off for the night. Or, well, for you it's still early afternoon, but for me it's getting a little late and I've had a very full day.
I bet. Thank you so much, Odayan, for coming again. I'm so glad you could make it, and we just love seeing your cosplay. We'll have to see more of it. You know, you do a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, maybe next year I can participate as well with a Zero Fail cosplay. I didn't quite manage to get it done this year, but I'll have a full new year now to get it ready. So next year.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and I'm very excited to see all the winners in the end.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. Thank you. You have to tell us what you think when you get to watch the end later. Okay, bye, Odayan.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm going to go ahead and bring in Kamapuri here. Just a sec. And I'm sorry to everybody. I know who had to wait in the room back there. I sincerely apologize. 1 second. Need to have some kind of like alert sound back there.
Like
All
like
right.
a hand signal, like in baseball, like.
Yeah, kind of do ear rubs. I also, Rachel and Bethany, thank you for showing up again. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, we are excited to see what got through.
So far, we have a bunch of ties. The audience seems to be
Wow.
really.
My instructions. I'm so happy.
We've had 3
Prophecy
ties,
from
I think,
yesterday
already.
came true.
So we've got, the only winner we have announced so far is Crafts. And the winner there was the 2 crocheted dolls. And those were adorable. With music, we had another tie, so we have one more round of music that we're gonna do here shortly, and we're nearly done here with the art. Round 1 of art. Art's gonna go on a little ways, but looks like we have number 2, which is gotta get my names right. Evie with It's All About Choices. We'll be moving on. Hi, Kamapuri. I love your cosplay.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey, that's wonderful.
There's everybody. Okay, just making sure we're all here. Okay, we're all here. Awesome. I was looking into how to get everybody on so we can all see each other next time. So I swear by next year I'll have this all running smoother. Every year it's like an improvement. Last year was anyway. It's always a learning process. And the audience is always so patient. Okay, so next up, our next is going to be it's called Home. There we go. By Imus. So here we go for our next art entry.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. I just love these process videos. It adds so much. I'm so glad we're doing
I
that
love
now
with
this
this
year.
one that we see them like changing their mind like as it develops. Like, oh, it's so cool to see.
And there's such a peaceful feeling to this one.
There is.
And a real story. Like, has he been out? What is he heading toward? Like, is that the cottage? Is he going home? Like, is he out for a walk? Yeah, there's loads you can kind of read into it, and a glorious day as well.
Yeah, I love the colours in the sky.
The sky is just wonderful.
It is. Okay, so we're going to go next here. We have the cute Aziraphale and Crowley. And that is by Emily. So now the audience gets to vote again.
It was so cute. I love
it. The cute cartoons always get me. I'm a sucker for those.
Just so expressive with the few strokes, you know?
It's so adorable. Absolutely.
Love the little hands behind the back. It's
Yeah.
super cute.
Very shy.
You know,
All right.
I think I've always assumed that these are really easy to draw, but Snail did a chibi drawing workshop at Tick 1, and oh my god, I could not do it. Like, it didn't look like them.
No.
It looks like it's just like a circle and a couple of eyes and a mouth, and it looks like them, but it doesn't. It's actually really hard.
It's way harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Capturing likeness is really hard.
Yeah.
And I think like even more so when it's really simple. Like that's adorable. Love it.
We were talking last night, weren't we, about how people find David Tennant easier to draw than Michael Sheen, which we'd never considered before. So we learned something new last night. We can draw.
I find David Tennant harder to draw than Michael Sheen.
There you go.
Because like for me, it's like Michael Sheen has such like recognizable features, where David Tennant, you know, he's just like more traditionally proportioned. So to get him to look like him, it takes a bit. Just from my point of view.
Yeah, we can't draw a straight line with a ruler. So yes, we're out on both accounts, chibi or otherwise.
So what do you use to get Michael? Like, is it his nose? Is that one of those things that's like easy to make it? Oh, this is clearly him, because he does have a very recognizable.
Yeah, he does have a recognizable profile and stuff, but it's also like the curve of his cheek and then his particular like chin, how it sits. I was a caricature artist in college for 3 summers, And I always found that like the more characteristics, so like a customer sat down, you know, it was always easier to draw that than if someone who was traditionally handsome or pretty or just plain would sit down. It was so difficult to nail their personalities. And I think with drawing Michael Sheen as Aziraphale, his personality gets captured too, like just with the hand gestures, or if you tuck his wings back, you know, make him look shy, it really captures the Aziraphale personality. So yeah.
That's cool. So it's not like across the board then. Some people apparently find it easier. Yeah, they're just different to draw. They are very different looking, which is part of the charm of them. Okay, so it looks like our winner will be number 1, Home by Imus. Congratulations. But Emily, you should be really proud. That adorable chibi-ish drawing it's just so cute. All right. So next up.
I'm sorry, I do have to bug off. But thank you for having me again. I really had a good time. And
Thank
if
you for
the
coming.
invitation is open, I would love to partake again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for making time to show up. It was wonderful to have you on the stream.
Yes.
You guys enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll catch up later.
Okay. Bye. I'm going to make sure I don't accidentally have people in here. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, so we have 1 art entry yet left. Is that where I'm at? Just making sure. Okay, yep. All right. Next we have Delina Arts with More Than a Lifetime. So let's take a look at that. It actually looks like, okay, we're Floofy Raptors first. So Floofy Raptor with Demon in his car. Here we go. Yeah, I've heard that same thing, that hands can be really, really tricky to draw. Also, so they haven't been doing digital art very long. So that's really amazing.
And like coming back to art, like being inspired by season 2 to pick up a hobby again is amazing. That's what the today's all about, isn't it?
And thank you so much, Raptor, for explaining how you do the hand, because I guess I've just always assumed artists have like magical ability to picture hands in various positions. So it's nice to know that you're literally holding something and watching. Like that's good.
I think it goes back again to catching the nuance, the thing that really makes the thing look like the thing, you know, with faces or hands, anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, figuring out exactly like what the trick is to, like you said, to get something to actually look like the thing is a tricky thing. Okay, guys. Last and certainly not least, we have this one is More Than a Lifetime by Delina Arts. There we go. I
That's
love that
lovely.
one all through their lives. Sorry, Madman. It's one of those delayed
you're
things
fine.
again.
Yeah. No, it's yeah. I love all the different costumes. They nailed them all. They're beautiful.
Mm. I love how
I
the
really like
last
the
one was.
poses as well. It's not only the costumes. It's like how in the globe scene they're standing, and it's just like attention to detail, isn't it? It's amazing.
And the layout of it all, like the composition is just
that's
so
beautiful too.
So cool.
I love how the last piece of art was so zoomed in on one detail in one moment. And this one is like all the moments. It's sort of like the zoom in and the zoom out.
Super cool to see. One after the other. Yeah, you're quite right.
Will be very difficult again. So I'm sorry, audience, but here we are. One more time. But not the last time, not for art yet. So we are looking at I get the names right always. So the first one is, why do I always lose this one? Good Lord. At least I wrote it down this time, so I have them correct. 12. Floofy Raptor with the demon and his car. I'm really glad that Floofy Raptor entered. I know they hadn't entered anything like this before or from last year, so I'm glad that they did. And 8 is so then the number 2 is More Than a Lifetime with Delina Arts. So thank you both. Oh, we already got 50 votes. All right.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about this community is that people feel comfortable putting themselves out there, and trying things for a first time and, running with it.
Yeah. Although Rachel and Bethany are always engaged in the chat. I always lose track of the chat because I've got all these other things going.
There's 2 of us. If there wasn't 2 of us, we wouldn't be able to do that. But
And we're just in the habit because we run a lot of virtual events. I'm looking at the camera. She's looking at the chat.
Looking at the chat. I think everybody thinks I'm like my head's on sideways.
All right, we're going to end this, and it looks like the winner is number 2. So that is Delina Arts with More Than a Lifetime. So congratulations, but well done, both of you. Awesome. All right, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I am going to briefly play. I'm going to have to reshare the screens for this. So I'm going to briefly play the 3 songs that are up for the win. So, and then the audience is going to take a few minutes to vote on these 3. So 2 of these were tied just earlier today. So as the audience said, they kind of made it harder on themselves, but it also makes it more fun to have all 3 entries. So we're going to just play like 10-15 seconds of each of these because we watched them only just before the art finals. So, all right, guys, that will be the final panel. It's got to get actually, let's do this. Okay. Sorry, I have to reopen. There we go. Let's start with Dear Demon Crowley. Go over here. All right, guys, thank you for your patience. I just have to share it with our guests to make sure that they can see what's going on. So I'm going to reshare a different screen now. All right, so we're going to do just a few seconds of each of these. Just to remind the audience, here we go.
Dear Demon Crowley, here's a few things you'll need to know if you will not be my lovely husband. All our lives. Take me to the Ritz, I deserve it, dear, and drink some wine with me every anniversary. 'Cause if you do it right, I'll be your perfect man, angel in disguise, your angel on the run. You have your demon past.
Yeah, that one is such a bop. Seriously, stuck in my head.
Bebop.
100%, yes, but not bebop.
Not bebop.
All right, next up we have Good Omens Club. Here we go. Oh, by Vavumi. Did I say the first person's name? I did. Okay, here we go.
I know you wanted me to say I like church and sports and gossiping with friends on Saturday, but I found a very special place where nerds and geeks can all be free to show off their cosplay. I'm having wild dreams from reading AO3. Fan art consumes my days. At night embroidery won't make my mama proud. My new song parody. She hears a baby girl. I know she's gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a good omens girl, and you write fan fiction. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. Read a page in my feels. It's my true passion to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep up.
All right, folks. I know we could listen to all three of these over and over again because they're all three that good. So I'll play about a minute of this next one too. This is the Zero Fail song by Emily Rowling. All right, make sure we get this on. Here we go.
There once was an angel gone away. He broke my heart when I wanted him to stay. My walls went up, my shades went down. Why did he say no? Soon may his farewell come, to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. We'd not been on the earth that long when we debated right and wrong. 'Cause I had manied the apple on the tree that helped them grow. Soon may his farewell come, to drink some cocoa and tea and rum. One day when the war is done, we'll take our leave and go. I go with hell as far as...
All right, folks. Okay, so Sylviana just reminded me this
Oh,
was how
what a show
close
at
all
the
of these votes were, and my sincere apologies for that. I guess we just get to listen to Sylviana's song a little bit extra. We're going to go back here, actually. So I didn't play the right song. Those two were right, but the first one should have been Eden. So 1 second. All four of these songs should win, honestly. That's why. These are impossible. Okay, so we are going to watch...
Record deal right now. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, so this one, my apologies, everybody. So this is the third song. So it's Good Omens Club, the Aziraphale song, and we'll play about a minute of this one.
Hearts of wild creatures, that's why your ribs are cages. Touch me, you burn heaven, witness the earth. Embrace me in a blanket of light. I desire very little, but you consume me. A tether to innocence, illusion. The light buries my freedom, and it clings to it tight. Thought it was peaceful, what is God's dirty gripe?
All right, folks. So now the impossible choice. And again, my apologies, but for me, all four of these songs win. I'm a sucker for the music, for sure.
These are all
But
so
less-
good. This is impossible.
Beautiful. So we have, like an original song, two parodies, all very different from each other, but all just amazing for sure. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a tricky one. So number one is Eden, the original song. that we were just listening to. Number 2 is Good Omens Club. Number 3 is the Aziraphale song, a Wellerman parody.
These are all great. I love all of these.
Yeah, they're very different as well.
Yeah,
they're
very
really hard to
different.
compare.
Watch it be a 3-way tie.
Yeah,
Come on, we can do it.
We had a tiny go at this, didn't we, for Tick 5?
Yeah, it's really hard to do.
Really hard to do, yeah. And we were really lucky we had someone singing for us, which the entire fandom will be super thankful for. Because, yeah, you know, for those of you that know the Little Mermaid, what's he called? The seagull?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
Scuttle. When he goes, wah, 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 that's us, yeah. But 2 of us. So, yes, we got a lovely gentleman to do our singing for us. And it is so hard, isn't it? Yeah, super. And not only the singing, but the writing, and that wasn't even an original song. So, yeah, amazing stuff. Lots of people hoping for a 3. I love the animation as well.
Oh, on the Aziraphale one.
Yeah, and particularly where Sandaria stopped it, which was Bildad.
Yeah, that was cool. I also love on that on the title, the little snake S.
Yeah,
adorable.
If it can be a snake, it will be.
We have 65 votes, so this is really engaged. This is almost
one more.
One more? 66. There you got it. 67.
Hey.
I don't want to close it. If people are still voting, I don't want to close it.
Voting.
Yeah.
Voting. All right. Yes, the full playlist, I will make it public. I've already got it put together, but I will just make it public as soon as the show is over today. Just take me 1 second, and then I will also link that in the video description today. And on the Discord channel, of course. So you guys can watch all of it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. This is very close. It's very close. We had yeah. So it looks like number 2.
That is so close.
Good Omens Club. The fan anthem will win, but only by a few votes. That was really everybody, all of you should really be proud of yourselves.
I mean, she was singing about all of us.
100%. Okay. So congratulations, Favumi and Laura S. That is, that song is really stuck in our heads, and it is for all of us. Yep, our fan anthem. Okay, so next up, and this is going to be a little tricky for me. We need to go through the other art. So what I think I'm going to do, because I got to put the voting panels together. Well, I can kind of do that on the fly. Okay, so I'm going to go back through art. I'm going to show each of these a little separately because I don't have a playlist for, so please be patient with me for this part, or else I'm kind of considering if I should do the, a little bit of a, intermission while I put this stuff together, so you guys don't have to sit here while I do it. And because I do have like a little 10. Yeah, it seems like it might be a good time. If you guys don't mind.
Cool. Time to get some cocoa.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Grab some cocoa and stuff. Let me get the... Let's get something up to play for intermission. So, and I do have more of the entries from last year for anybody who missed last year's. It is really, really worth checking out. So let me get that up. Oh my gosh, there it is. My dear self. Here we go, everybody. I should go ahead and share this with you guys as well, back there in the back room. The back rooms. Okay.
There are no back rooms.
Yeah, we were like hauling for the first hour of this program. It gets a little trickier when we're doing like the second and third rounds of things, because then I have to be doing stuff behind the scenes and makes it a little tricky.
Yeah, so. You don't know how it's gonna go.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
let me actually, that's wrong. There we go. Okay. Thank you, audience, for being patient. So this will be somewhere between a 5 and 10 minute thing. When we come back, we'll say something so you know we're back on. And let's take a look at what we're doing. Okay, guys, here we go.
Oh, Mr. Crowley.
Okay, everybody. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. Enjoy a few minutes of last year's entries.
Dear Aziraphale, I want to hate you.
You changed your hair.
How do you know?
Well, I can see it's right there on the top of your head.
Oh, right.
Looks nice.
Oh, you really think so?
Sure. Suits you.
I've read about it in a magazine. Apparently, humans sometimes change their hair or their clothes, and it's like a disguise. Since I'm now a bookshop owner on Earth, I thought I would try it.
Well, I'm a big fan of changing clothes and hair. Good for you.
Mr. Crowley.
Just Crowley. We've talked about this, Muriel.
Crowley. I was wondering, when will Mr. Fell be back?
Six letters. Clue, Scott's Neep.
Turnip?
I'll be damned. That works.
You aren't damned.
I know, Muriel.
Oh, then why?
It's just an expression.
Oh, right. But Mr. Crowley...
Just Crowley.
Crowley, I don't understand. How does that answer my question about Mr. Fell?
7 letters. Clue, Bard's Rhinoceros.
Macbeth?
Macbeth?
Well, I read all of Mr. Fell's Shakespeare last week, and Macbeth was the only play that uses the word rhinoceros.
Now I gotta get you to help me with the crossword more often.
Mr. Crowley. Just Crowley. Only, I was wondering...
I don't want to talk about it.
Don't want to talk about what?
When Mr. Fell is coming back.
Oh, Mr. Fell is coming back? Mr. Crowley?
Yes, Muriel?
I was wondering, I mean, there's something I think we should talk about. It's really important.
What is it, Muriel?
Well, I was just wondering, what are we going to have for dinner? Mr. Crowley. Just Crowley. Just Crowley. I forgot my next line.
It's okay. So did I. I was trying to figure out where are we?
All right. So.
All right. Well, those are so much fun, honestly. Some of my favorite things. Let's see what's going on. All right, everybody. That was a fun break. Thanks for giving me a few minutes to put the rest of this second half of the program together. I think we're pretty much ready now. Want to make sure. I think some of us are taking a break too. That's okay. So, yes, thank you, everybody. I know that skit is kind of a classic, and I love that right now we have Kamapuri wearing her cosplay from last year with an update. You didn't have the helmet last year, did you?
No, I did not have the helmet. And I was wearing a jacket, but it's warm today. So today we have short sleeves and we have the helmet added. So it's evolved a tiny bit.
That's still awesome. I love it. Okay. I know, I'm sorry, like rushing you all back. Everyone's still eating and fix your hair. Okay, folks. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I'm going to pop this over here. So we are going to go ahead and do the art voting right now. And because we already watched all of the art, let me get this shut down there. Okay. We saw all of the art earlier, the entire videos. So we are just going to go through the cards. When we get to the final round, then make sure the desktop audio is off. Then what we'll do is, again, watch a little bit of each one before we vote for the winner. But for now, we're going to kind of go through this mid-round. And I just got to get all of the names right. So here, to begin with, also, let's get the poll up. So here we're going to start with, hey, my copy paste isn't working. Okay, so these, you're voting to move these on again to the final round now. In the final round, we will be voting for the winner. And the art is hard because there were so many wonderful entries, like so many. So we have another weird French with the oil pastel non-tutorial versus 9, which is Jolena at Where Everything Began. So we'll just give that a minute. This is a really, really hard one. Only get harder. Both of them did really great process videos too, I think.
Yeah, we saw both of these yesterday. They were amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Yep.
If I remember correctly, the pastel artist didn't feel that they had done a good Aziraphale, and we were like,
yeah, it was amazing.
In fact, I think that was what sparked the conversation about, is it easier to draw Michael Sheen or David Tennant? And we were like, neither.
But they did good on both. I think they did an excellent Aziraphale.
They did great. Yeah, for sure.
Drawing is just not actually easy, as it turns out.
No, I think it comes like naturally to some people, but not easy for sure. Yeah, like anything, you have to practice. But yeah, I feel like we could practice all day. We would be the monkey with the typewriter. We would never get Shakespeare. It would not be happening for us. You're better than me. Like you have done some drawing.
Sometimes I can copy, but the thing I'm copying has to already be 2-dimensional. I can't draw from life because I think I can't see the perspective well enough.
Yeah.
Where if it's already flat, then it's okay. I'm literally just copying.
That is exactly how I am. If I'm looking at like The Little Mermaid, I can redraw The Little Mermaid. But if you ask me to draw without looking at it, I wouldn't be able to. Like, only if I've got the picture right in front of me. I can copy.
But yeah, no, it is not my art of any description is not my forte.
Being around fandom for a very, very long time, I've been friends with loads of artists, and the ones who you can just say, I'd really like a picture of Aziraphale and Crowley having a picnic on the beach, and they just instantly recognizable. Like that is ridiculous.
We play a game at our online events, don't we? Where
Gartic,
where you have to you get a prompt and people have to draw it, and the room is very much divided into people who are going, this isn't enough time, and the artists are like, I finished, I'll get a cup of tea.
And they have like a full scene with background, and like I've just about managed to draw the emoji angel and demon, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for this one, it looks like
these are the Tick 6 concerts coming soon.
Ooh,
fancy!
I'm gonna get a shirt this year, 100%. So it looks like we have number 2. We'll be moving on. That is Jolena with Where Everything Began. And congratulations, again, both of them, stunning. All right, so we're back to more hard stuff. You did this yourselves because this was one of the ties. So what we have here now, I'm going to get all the names wrong. So I know Bloom, the first one is Bloom with the grand opening. The second one we have there is Evie, it's about choices. And the third one is, the name, Home by Imus, who actually goes also by Avado Ingart, but I'm saying that wrong, and I'm afraid to say it, so I'm just saying Imus. So let's get the poll up. Yeah, this one, very, very tricky, guys. All right, so again, Bloom. Number 1 is Bloom with the grand opening. It's all about choices and home. So, see how we do. We do appreciate everyone who's watching the stream voting on this part. All your votes. Yeah, we have almost a 3-way tie right now. Very close, guys. It's
I'm rooting for the Chaos Demons again. Come on, 3-way tie.
Yeah. Can we do, I'm not sure a 3-way tie is possible. I know a 2-way tie is possible, but I don't know if if it's like 11, 11, 11 or something like that. Yeah. Could happen. That would be funny. All right.
These are all such different pieces. I don't know how you choose between them.
Yep. It's got the digital one that's kind of has the oil painting look. This one is, what is this? The, what, I don't know. I don't remember. I remember the piece because it's the yin yang piece with all the little details, but I don't know the medium of the second one. Does anybody else have a guess on that one? The third one was another digital to look like oil painting, I think.
I'm not
All right.
sure.
Yeah, me either. They're all beautiful. Okay, so it's very close. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, though. And we have...
Wow.
Oh, that is
number 3
close.
home.
Oh,
That
really did it. That is so close.
One more vote for 2.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yep,
that
it was a
is
two-way
amazing.
tie for second place, though. Guys, these were all beautiful. Just amazing. I just want to make sure I write down the right, so
Yeah.
home is 7. Okay, so that's this one. All right. Document would probably be more like efficient, but I kept getting lost in the document yesterday, so there we go. Got it. Okay. All right. Only one more vote, I believe. Okay. Are we ready, guys? Okay, here we are.
We're ready to see them. Are we ready to vote? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the question.
That is the tricky part. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. So we have The Goats Are Innocent. And then we have More Than a Lifetime. And then we have Heavenly Leisure. So the Loon is Goats Are Innocent, number 1. Number 2 is Heavenly Leisure, which is... Oh, no, I said... Sorry. More Than a Lifetime for number 2. More Than a Lifetime by Delina. And number 3 is Heavenly Leisure by Paulina.
Oh, I do love that goat.
The goat's so cute.
Not gonna lie.
I vote
love
for all
that
of
goat.
them.
They're all so different again.
Yeah, I love Ineffable Wives, and like the colouring in that one is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And the what was it called? More Than a Lifetime is just stunning. And I have like a half-formed thought about how, you know, they're always the same way around on the screen. Most of the time, the Hamlet scene is obviously a bit reversed, but then the kiss, they're not the correct way around, and there is some kind of thought percolating there about that being because it's wrong.
And do you know what happens when her thoughts percolate?
Conventions.
The person that has to live with her ends up running 6 conventions.
Oh.
Yes. So no percolation, please. Yeah,
All right.
the Ineffable Wives one reminds me of the black and white Black Mirror episode. Like super stylish, super, you know, emotive. Yeah.
That was a good episode, too. We just finished that season.
They were all good episodes. Crossing our fandom.
It looks like number 2, we have More Than a Lifetime with Delina Arts. We'll be moving on. But congratulations, all of you. They were all really beautiful. So much good art in there. Is there anybody else in the back room? I don't want to be ignoring anybody. We all good?
Nope.
Okay. Alrighty. All right, so we will go ahead. Let's go ahead and view those 3 really briefly and decide the art winner, shall we? Okay. So let's look at More Than a Lifetime here. To make big and share with you guys back there. Again, thank you, the audience, for being patient. Let me actually get these 3 right next to each other so we can play them back to back. So we had More Than a Lifetime, and then we have...
Like you've got your
It's All About
back.
Choices. And then the last one was Where Everything Began. Yes, there we are. Okay, folks. Share screen. There we go.
Yeah, our tea is pre-made. Sadly, no.
All right, everybody. Here we go. This, yep. pause that on purpose because I feel like I have this written down incorrectly. I just wanted to make sure what I have on here. Home. Sorry. More than a lifetime. Making sure I have this correct. Again, I'm so sorry, guys. Just one sec. Because I got it wrong. Doing it on the fly is a little harder than when I have to prep it. So I have It's All About Choices, Home, and Where Everything Began. What am I doing here? So... Is this right? Hello. Chat, help me out here. We just voted on More Than a Lifetime, right? Yes? More Than a Lifetime, 100%. What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Did we? G? Yes, that one's the one that just won there. Okay. And Where Everything Began. I'm going to go back through and look at these because I am, there's too many. Okay, right, Where Everything Began. And the second one, that's the one I'm getting confused about, I think. Home. Home one? Oh my gosh. I have both of them marked. We didn't have a tie. Home one, right? Yes, Imus. Because I couldn't say their name.
I think Home one, yes.
Yes, thank you. Yep, I have it right here. Okay. I am so sorry. Everybody, just one sec here.
You're getting votes of support in the chat. You're doing great.
Thank you guys for being so patient with me. Okay. I'm going to start that video here.
We'll take any opportunity to do some marketing. So don't, if there's silence, we'll fill it.
Yeah, when is that? What's coming up?
Please. Please do. Always you can talk about Ineffable Con because there might be new folks in the chat who haven't heard about it yet. So go for it.
Okay, cool. We can totally do that. Without any commitment, we do actually have a party. We always do a party in May for Good Omens Month because it is the birthday of both the book and the show. Starts at 8 p.m. BST, which is like afternoon in America, later night the further east you go. And we do themes of lots of games that we've just slapped a Good Omens theme on. Should be great fun. Yeah, free to come. Donations to Alzheimer's Research UK, so free to come. And same again on a bigger scale for the Ineffable Con 6, which is in August. Tickets start from £5 for virtual. But again, obviously, if that's a struggle, then we do have we have ways and means and back channels. So yes, we would just love as many people to come as possible. Take part in a zine, take part in the cosplay, take part in the vid show, volunteer to do games, do loads of stuff so we don't have to. Is the long and short of that.
Which reminds me.
We've got panelists on the call. Wait, say again?
Oh, it just reminds me that we should give away a couple of tickets. If people would like to have that.
We can make the 31st. Yeah, Claire's just put a question in the chat. Yeah. Undecided. Maybe.
Question?
But yes, we can totally do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway.
Okay.
How do we do that? Should we do that?
The reason we're hesitating over quiz is we've done a lot of quizzes with very little material.
And we've written a quiz for Tick 6, so we can't use that because that's in the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can actually, so if you guys type in TIC6, all caps. So I'm going to put an example in here in chat. If you type that in without the stars, that's just so I don't get entered on accident. If you enter that at the end of these three, so we're going to show all of these three and we'll do the actual drawing while we're voting. So I'm going to go ahead and play the 3 back-to-back entries and go ahead and type that into chat. Everyone who types it in will be entered for an Ineffable Con virtual ticket for TIC6. So have at it, folks. All right. Here we go. clearly did not get my playlist correct. One sec here. You guys can keep entering though. Go ahead. Okay, let me get that fixed.
What dates are the con? You said in
The
August.
con, it's the 15th to the 17th of August this year.
Yes, but virtual tickets, you've got access across the whole weekend, but also everybody that attends virtual or face-to-face has got access on demand afterwards. So even if you can't make the weekend, you can watch panels at a later date.
Yeah, we keep the platform up for a month after the con, and then we have all the recordings on our own website, basically until we run out of money to pay for the website.
Yeah. I think we're
That's
good for like
amazing.
another year at least, aren't we? So, yes.
Okay,
Trains
where to
in
go
the
again?
UK are horribly expensive.
All right, there we are. So those are our 3 finalists, and now we have to choose out of, originally, I believe we had 25 entries for art, and so this is like a big, big choice. So many great entries, almost impossible to choose. All right, here we go. Of course, then I don't have it right, so.
Oh, so it's such a difficult one. They're all gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really going to be hard.
Yeah, we're glad we're not having to vote.
And again, I so love seeing the process of that. Like, it would never have occurred to me that the underpainting on Aziraphale's wings is red. Like, why is that? I'm not an artist. I don't know. It's so cool to see.
Yeah, like people, there was one yesterday that put purple as a highlight on the face, which worked really well. And you wouldn't think about. I mean, I know you put purple and green on, don't you? If you've got spots or like red on your like literal face. So like it obviously works the same way. But
there we go.
Yeah, amazing.
Okay. Come on, open up, my dear. There we are. Thank you, guys. Holding down the fort while I'm like technical stuff back here. Okay,
Can
everybody.
we encourage a few more people to stick their hat in the chat if they would like a virtual Tick 6 ticket?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't even have to be available on the weekend. You'll get the on-demand access if you want
And
it.
if you already have a virtual ticket and you win Sandaria's draw, we will refund your virtual ticket if you would like us to do that. Or we can pass it to somebody else, entirely your choice.
Or you could bring a friend.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bring lots of friends.
I met a local friend as a result of last year's Tick 6, actually.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh,
Wow.
We
I
did
mean,
a
you
panel.
got married as a result of Tick 1, so watch yourself. Is all I'm saying. It's a dangerous game. Oh, which entry
That's
should win that
amazing.
category? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that is so hard.
Okay. While we're
Oof.
doing voting, I am going to go ahead and draw some names. But first, so yes, number 1. Let's get the names right. Number 1 is Jolena, Where Everything Began. Number 2 is
I couldn't
More
do
Than a
this one.
Lifetime. Number 2 is More Than a Lifetime.
All of the above.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
Delina Arts. And number 3 there is Imus's Home. So we'll give
Yeah.
everybody a good amount of time to vote on this, and I'll go ahead and do the
Martin
drawing.
has said in the chat, I love all, and voting for one feels like letting down the other two, which is, yeah, that's how I would feel as well. That has crystallized it in that sentence, I think.
They all are completely true.
winners, that all these are winners, which is totally correct. Absolutely. Oh, and there's a bot that does the giveaway. Oh my god,
The bot does the giveaway for us.
I literally have like 0 tech.
Yeah,
That's
otherwise
so
I don't
cool.
know how
So
I.
Tatiana,
How would I choose the? How would
No,
I?
I know. No. I mean, you're talking to the person that logged herself out of her Google account and couldn't remember how to get back in this evening. So
I've done that kind of thing. I have my husband for tech stuff.
Anything technical is out of my remit, isn't it? It's not me running the virtual convention. You'll be pleased to know.
All right, so congratulations to Tatiana. And make sure you get in contact with me. I will actually put this in here for everybody. This is, you have to email me to get this. And then technically you could just email Rachel and Bethany,
Yeah, just
I guess.
email it.
So,
Can I put an email address in the chat? Will it allow me to do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
That would be perfect. And we'll draw one more. All right. It's rolling. Come on. Random. This says Doe Darling. Did it come up with that? Yes, Doe Darling. Congratulations. So congratulations to both Tatiana. Well. It is. They did an entry too. Theirs was Cosplay.
I think Muriel, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So if you happen to win, then you might indeed have 2 tickets.
I love that.
But congratulations. All right, guys. And we'll do one more.
Very accurate constable. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very accurate constable. We will do one more giveaway right at the end of the stream before we go. So, are we ready? How close are? Oh my gosh, guys, this is so close. All right. So close. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. We have 56 votes. The winner for the art category is Jolena with Where Everything Began. Congratulations. Yay.
Congratulations to everyone. Those are all such beautiful entries.
Again, you can see that vote was very, very close split. So everyone did such a good job.
Yeah, super close.
Absolutely.
Well, you'd be happy to have any of those hanging in your house, wouldn't you?
Whew, absolutely, yes. All right, guys, so we've got through the art final winner. So now we are ready to do skits. Now, skits actually, I think, did it have the most votes for the... We had a lot of votes with 68 people voted last night or this morning in the audience choice thing. And there were a lot of votes for skits. So this was a really tricky one. We did get, it was Dancing Queen. The 3D animation got in. So we have, how many skits do we have to show you guys? Got my list here. There we go. Yeah, so we have 5 skits today to show you again. So are we ready to, which means there's going to be another 3, of course, right? Just to make it difficult. So let me make sure I'm, first of all, let me make sure I chose Nightbot because that, I don't want to cause any more problems. Nightbot was causing some problems in the chat yesterday. So in between doing the rolling for the giveaway. Yeah, that's the only problem with those bots. So. All right, so let's get this next thing up and make sure I've got this in the right order. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, here we go. Okay, guys, I have to put this open in a new tab. Ta-da. And then share it with our guests. Laura might be coming in a little bit as well. Maybe. She's been, which one is that, guys? Okay, there we go. Yeah, the technical stuff, not my strongest suit. I'm just happy I get it to work at all. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is... Can't touch that dial. Gotta get the name right. By Comic Geekery. Ready? Here we go.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent news bulletin. One Aziraphale Z. Fell, noted South Downs resident and bastard husband, is missing. It is likely he has been kidnapped and is perhaps being tied to railroad tracks as we speak.
That sounds awful, June. But how are we so sure Mr. Fell is in trouble?
I'm receiving word, somehow, that it's the only logical explanation. He told his long-suffering husband that he would be going to the stationery store in Brighton.
But Mr. Fell has never gone to Brighton without getting lost.
Right, Fern. The leading expert on Fell, a mixed Anthony Crowley, had concerns last night. However, when he voiced doubts about Fell's navigation skill and the downright embarrassing car Fell purchased last month, Fell responded with a vocal, insistent, emphatic claim that the trip would be no trouble whatsoever.
I see. So Fell must have been kidnapped.
Yes, that's the only way he could be this late for dinner, as he knows the way so well.
It sounds like he should...
So come on down to Every Autos, where we have every kind of car you could want. We've got luxury to practical, cutting edge to classic. The only cars we don't have are yellow Austin Minis, because they're ridiculous and no one could look remotely impressive driving one. Call now for directions here, or even anywhere in the South Downs. We're ready to...
Come on down, lost angel, find us now.
You aggravate me, you irritate me.
Late for dinner, late again, late for dinner, late again, late for dinner, late again, late for dinner, late, 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 late. Everything you know is wrong.
Honestly, perhaps if I just...
Du verlässt mich für meine Zwillingsschwester? Aber sie ist eine Mörderin.
Das spielt doch jetzt keine Rolle. Wo ist der Aziraphale? Hat er wirklich gerade das Land verlassen?
第三季度利率继续上升，因为某位 Angel 利用太多奇迹去旅行，而他本来可以寻求帮助。
Très bien. Désolée d'avoir insulté ta voiture. Reviens à la maison, mon ange chéri.
I wonder what that one said.
As always, there's significant traffic along the M25. Hail the great beast.
Yeah, at least I'm in the right country again. What on earth? How? Oh, hello?
Angel.
Ah, hello, dear. I'm, quite sorry I'm running late.
I made dinner as a surprise. You know, I thought it would make amends for last night.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry I made such a fuss. Could you perhaps guide me home?
Yeah, anytime. Take the next left. You're about 20 minutes away. Well, a bit more if you're still insisting on going the speed limit.
I suppose I could go a touch faster. Just this once.
Thanks, Angel. And next time you'll bring a mobile with you, yeah?
We'll see.
I'm looking forward to it.
That one is so much fun and hilarious.
And so many people involved as well. That's super cool.
I love the married pairing. That's wonderful. and like abuse of miracles.
Okay.
Add for the yellow mini.
Yeah, I do
pretty.
love that one so much.
Very cute.
I have got to fix this again, so 1 second. I think. There we go. Should be correct now. Why is that? Okay. My playlist is messed up for some reason. Hello, let's reload it here. Huh. Okay. Anyway, got it straightened out now. I'm just so slow at opening these tabs and stuff. Good lordy. Okay, there we go. And then share. Here we go. Thank you guys. Sorry again. Alrighty. Okay, so the next one we have is this is Hopeless Old Romantic, an Angel and a Demon, a poem.
A poem by Hopeless Old Romantic 67, based on the poem The Highwayman by Alfred Noyes. In the wee small hours of a windy night in Soho, London town, there is an ancient bookshop bought for several crowns, and a shadowy figure of a demon appears in the windy night, striding through the moonlight, stopping at the door of the bookshop, whistling a tune at the doorway till it opens and pours out light. And in the warmth of the lamplight coming from within, a figure waits for his lover, a slight warm flush to his skin. And in the light that chases the darkness, who shall be standing there but the bookshop's lovelorn owner, waiting for his own true soulmate, the lamplight reflecting brightly from his curly white blonde hair. And standing in the darkness is Brown of the carpet shop. His face is full of anger, as he knows that the demon will drop if hell and all its demons manage to get a hold of him now. And he loves the bookshop owner, loves him with a passion, but the love is not requited, so the rival needs removing somehow. And he hears their conversation as the demon whispers low, I have some mischief to cause tonight, but I'll be back ere the sun starts to glow. So wait for me here, my darling, I'll be back with the rising sun. And Brown slips away in the darkness to find and report to the demons where to find their quarry when the darkening night is done. The demon kisses his angel and strides away in the night. He knows that hell, come hell or high water, he'll be back in the morning light. But before the sun can even cast a glow on the demon's red hair, the demons come a-marching, marching. They force their way into the bookshop and bind the angel waiting there. They tie him to the pillar with a gun poised at his breast. They say the bullets are laden with hellfire, which his life they'll arrest. No mere discorporation, he will completely be gone if he tries in any way to warn him or dares to struggle against them while they wait for their quarry to come. But the angel reached for the trigger, and his fingers find it at last. And as the whistling tune comes closer, he prepares himself for the blast. With one last final, I love you, the shot sound shatters the air. The demon hears the gunshot. He doesn't know where it comes from. He runs away from the bookshop where the angel is lying there. He heard in the following hours how the brave angel of Soho had scuppered the perfect ambush by taking his life by the blow of hellfire-filled brass bullets and frightened their quarry away. And the demon goes running to find them. He finds them and begs them to take him. They shoot him down in the sunlight with holy water to end him the same way. In the wee small hours on a windy night in Soho, London town, it is said that although the bookshop is long gone and torn down, that the shadowy figure of a demon will appear in the windy night, striding through the moonlight, stopping at the sight of the bookshop, whistling a tune at the doorway till it opens and pours out light. And in the warmth of the lamplight coming from within, a figure waits for his lover, a slight warm flush to his skin. And in the light that chases the darkness, who should be standing there but the bookshop's lovelorn owner, reunited at last with his soulmate, the lamplight reflecting brightly from his curly white blonde hair.
Love that so much. You did a really great job with the rhythm. So you were saying that you did a paper on this?
So I was trained. One of my very, very first jobs was being in the UK a year 3 teacher. I don't know what that equates to in other countries, but
7 to 8
7 and 8 year olds, and when you have to kind of do different year groups. So I did year 5, which is 9 and 10 year olds, and this was what they were doing for their English project, and they kind of took it and did loads of different things with it. So they rewrote it, they did art around it, they put music to it, like you kind of did everything around this one text. Had a gorgeous display board with like the highwayman sort of riding off in a silhouette, and then their work all over it. So hugely fond memories. And I remember just the cadence of the poem being really powerful, and it takes quite a lot to get a class of 9 and 10 year olds to shut up. And you kind of started it, and they got, they were super into it. So yeah, it's definitely a text that has stood the test of time, and that was amazing. To fond memories that it's brought back, and such an amazing take on it.
Yeah, this version was definitely
this
much
version
more
was,
relevant to my interests.
much more yes.
That's amazing.
That is a really hard voice.
It's a very inspiring piece of work. I'm only familiar with the Lorena McKennett song version of it, which I love. So yeah, it's apparently inspired quite a lot of art. So that was wonderful.
Exactly. No, it was a lovely thing to do with them. They sort of got lots out of it, and I think it's powerful poetry can be hard to find when you're 9 years old, I think. So that was probably their first introduction to something that wasn't, quite cheerful, probably, more hard hitting.
Okay, this one was really close, guys.
That was really close.
So close. That was almost 50-50. It looks like just 1 or 2 votes difference. Yeah. But okay, so number 1, which is Can't Touch That Dial, we'll move on. But so good, Claire. That was beautifully read. So yeah, thank you. Looks like we might have lost Madman temporarily, but we'll get her back. Okay, guys. I'm not sure what to do with myself. Okay. The emotion of that one, and plus right after laughing, so I'm all
I don't even know how you compare those two.
Change for sure.
Well, now we get more difficult choices, because the next one's going to be 3 again. So
okay, we're ready for it.
Yes, but congrats very much, Comic Geekery, for that. For that win. That was a real tough one. Oh, Potato's in the chat. Potato in the back room? Not yet? Okay, cool. You don't have to, dear. I know that you're a busy day today, too. He said. So, okay. Let's go ahead. Our next is going to be, we have 3 entries. And the first one of those is going to be Lego Omens. Are we ready? Here we go. Oh, real quick. Let me say the name of the artist. I don't want to forget that. It's important. Lego Omens. It says Regina Bush. I know that they were in chat yesterday. So here we go.
It starts, as it will end, with a bookshop waiting. I'll be with you in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
Somebody killed my best friend! Where are you? Angel!
I'm here. I'm here.
What just happened? What has happened to your hair? What has happened to your hair?
What about my hair? Crowley, do something.
Oh. Thank you.
Hi there.
Ah, Gabriel!
Nice suit. Yes, I like the clothes.
This is ridiculous. I think we need to work out what to do. I think you're overestimating how much trouble we're actually in.
Yeah, sounds unlikely.
And now, while we figure out what's actually going on.
What are you doing here? I'm reading a book.
What was the book? No.
Crowley, bundt cake, sponge cake, angel's food cake, 4 different kinds of... Fuck! Come up with something, or I'll never talk to you again.
We've got a real problem.
Same problem.
Now, we need to hide it. No one will have noticed a thing.
I came to bring back the Book of Life.
Michael! Dude!
We are prepared to use extreme sanctions.
Oh, book girl! Catch!
I think it would be better for everyone if I were to be left alone in future.
Right.
Right. Swap back then.
Not always love you, as long as there are stars above you. You never need to doubt it. I'm not so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you.
If you should ever leave me, though life would still go on, believe me, the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me?
I appreciate all the details, the musical details. I remember, okay, so first of all, I have to say, the Metallica thing in the beginning, I'm a huge Metallica fan. Not that you'd know looking at me, but I am. So I loved that. And then the Dr. Teeth band from the Muppets at the end.
That's the song that I genuinely cannot stand, the original. I've only ever heard the original version. It just sets my teeth on edge. And I was like, oh my God, this is a bop. Like, there we go.
That's awesome.
Can I just say how much I love the to-do list?
Yeah.
That's such a lovely little detail. So
Legalize
cool.
gay marriage, feed Mr. Fell. I didn't see the third one.
Don't sell any books.
Yeah, don't sell any
books. Brilliant.
Super cute. Also, I'll let you know that Potato just popped into the back room.
All right.
We will swap out with
bring
Potato
in-
after this one.
Let's bring in Potato. It will be number 3. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys around a little bit. One sec. Where do I have? Okay. Oh, good. Put. Okay, I'm in number 3. Who's in number 3? Okay. Okay, guys. One sec. It's gonna be a little weird for just a second while we get Potato in here. Again, always thank you to the audience for being patient. There we go. So we're gonna have 2 Kamapurris for a second.
Obviously, you can never have enough Kamapuri.
I mean, that's fact. Could always
There's tiles like in that, and when like people are wearing t-shirts of other people wearing t-shirts of people wearing t-shirts, that's what we need to do. But that was Macaulay Culkin and Ryan Reynolds, was it, that went around wearing t-shirts of each other, wearing t-shirts of each other? Yeah, I think.
Next year we all show up wearing t-shirts of camo, like
or like and masks as well. You know, like when you're on a stag or hen do, and everyone's wearing like the bride or groom's face.
I'm gonna cosplay as Sen next year. That's
Oh, there you go.
cosplay as each other next year.
Yes.
That would be funny. I like that idea. All right, Potato, you are in. I can see you. Can you see us? I can't see your
Awesome.
name,
Yes,
though.
I can.
We'll get you there.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Somehow it felt like purgatory right there. I had no idea. Like, did anybody hear me? Did they see me? Was I existing? I didn't know. But I'm here now.
Exist. Do you exist?
That's deep. For
Yes.
Thursday night.
Question of life. Do I exist?
For real. Okay,
We
let's
need to
get your
rest
name
up
on
the
there,
life of Crowley.
Also, Kama, you look, I already said it in the chat, but you look so adorable. Oh my gosh. And Matt, you look incredible.
Thank you.
It's nice seeing you two. I haven't seen you yesterday, so.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. How you been?
Good. Busy, actually. I just snuck up to my bedroom from the birthday from my mom, so I hope she's not going to call me back now.
Priorities.
Yeah, she told me she wanted me to join the family downstairs, and I was like, well, I'm going to join my online family now upstairs, so bye. So I have no idea how long I can stay, but I want to pop in for a bit.
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing that. Well, let's go ahead and see what we got next. So next up, we are watching Dancing Queen, which is one of the entries that got in from the voting last night. So congratulations on getting that vote. And again, thank you everybody for doing that, because I think that's just awesome that we can do this. So here we go. Dancing Queen by Leo Reeds.
Tell the guys to prepare the solo dance club set, please. Oh, don't forget to call the other
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
So yeah, to be continued. Hopefully we'll see the rest of that one.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
So cleverly done. Snaky hips. That
So I
was
noticed some
amazing.
funny details that watched through. There was like, did you see
Yeah, like
David
the big
Tennant
shots of
as
espresso and- yeah, that was so cool.
Yeah, King Richard. Yeah. There were a couple other things in there too. That was very funny. Yeah, that
I
is a
think you'd
mood.
find something new every time, wouldn't you?
They obviously put a lot of work into that. So many little details.
And the camera shot going through the window, very good omens.
Yeah, yeah. Is this a 2? Is this Lego Dancing Queen against each other, or is there one more?
There's one more. I know.
But the good news is you don't have to vote.
Yeah, we don't have to vote. This is the we are watching this one, and then we have to go and do an entirely different project. So we're just going to be like, bye, good luck, have fun, and just wash our hands of the whole thing at a critical juncture.
Oh wait, someone
But-
said there was
Yeah,
a
we don't
face on the
have to
trash
vote.
can. Whose face was on the trash can? I missed it. Have to
Can we
see.
watch it again?
Yeah,
Can we-
Leo needs to tell us all the Easter eggs in that video, because there's like a ton.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, maybe I can
We
look
do
it up.
love our
right
Easter
now.
eggs in this fandom. So
Absolutely, that's our thing. All right, so last of the 3 is Laura and Vavumi with Zoomies.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Complicated. I
I just don't understand why you're overthinking it. I mean, he looks good. Isn't that enough?
The costumers have literally said that they've put an incredible amount of careful thought and detail.
Okay, yes, but that doesn't mean that every detail is important.
Yes, but the general theme of changing fashion through time gives us perspective into Crowley's psychology. After the fall, his identity was stripped away, and ever since he's been searching for a new one. So he keeps trying on different hats, so to speak, as if to say, maybe this is me, because he doesn't know. It's deeply profound.
Sure, but whatever the reasons, I think we can both agree that he had no leftovers.
Are you trying to say that he ate and left no crumbs?
Yeah, that's what I said. He had no leftovers.
That's not the saying. You can't just paraphrase slang.
Why not? I mean, as long as the overall meaning gets conveyed, I don't see what the problem is.
The problem is that's not the saying. Anyway, you're not young enough or gay enough to pull it off.
I am gay enough.
By what standard?
I don't know. Maybe I'm bi, and I am in the Good Omens fandom. So
that's not how being gay works. You can't absorb it through osmosis.
Well, you're not gay either.
I'm ace. That counts.
No. You are married to a man.
That's not how being ace works.
Because being ace is when you have little to no sexual attraction to people. So it's not gay. It's totally different.
Were you Googling the definition of ace just now?
No, I had a text message unrelated. And either way, you're 2 years older than me. What do you mean I'm not young enough?
That's irrelevant. I have a strong social media presence. I'm up on all of the latest trends and slang.
Tell me one thing that's popular with young people right now.
Well, you wouldn't understand the reference, so there's no point in bothering.
Okay.
And anyway, I have a youthful demeanor. It belies my age. I'm constantly being mistaken for someone in their 20s.
So am I. People are thinking I'm younger than I actually am. And I don't even wear makeup. It's just my natural joie de vivre.
Your joie de vivre?
Yes, my zest for life keeps me young.
I wasn't aware that an ability to control your gangly, flailing limbs qualified as a zest for life.
Well, I wasn't aware that using big old words to be a big meaty face qualified you as having a good youthful bloody blah or whatever it is that you said.
I will have you know that having a good vocabulary is a...
What are you yelling at? Oh. Hi, Emily.
Hi, Dave. Bye, Dave. That gives me an idea. I'm going to call Mike in here and he's going to vouch for me.
By all means, bring him in.
I will. Hey, Mike.
This ought to be good.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Hi, Mike.
Settle an argument for me, please. If you didn't know me, how young would you say I looked? No comment.
See? Listen, I'm sorry I said all that. I think you're very young looking. And quite gay.
Thank you.
Can I get a smile?
Okay.
This is gold. I don't care how many times I've watched this. It's so funny. It's so good.
I just realized all the details. I mean, I got the, the staged thing, but like the backdrop for like Michael and David's different backdrops that they use, and the hoodie versus the flannel and everything. Yeah, they really nailed all those details too.
We had someone cosplay the hoodie, didn't we?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I can see the person in my mind's eye and I cannot remember their name.
I have to say, I'm feeling this a bit too much as a secondary school teacher. I know far more teenage slang than I really should at my age.
Yeah.
I knew what ate and left no crumbs meant.
I do not, and I would like it to stay that way.
I think I probably am in that boat too. I don't know what it means, and now I'm afraid to look it up.
Yeah, let's not. Let's form a little club of people who don't know what that means, and stay that way. Yes. Anyway, we are going to, as I said, leave at a critical juncture before the vote for this happens, so we can wash our hands of it, not have to even think about how difficult that is.
And you all know what your job is. You've got to make it a 3-way tie.
Yeah. But Sandari is going to do another giveaway towards the end for Tick tickets. We've got Tick tickets for the winners, and we will sort all of that out with Sandaria at the end when we know who all the winners are. But huge congratulations from us to anyone participating. You are braver people than we will ever be.
And we are very, very stunned by the incredible array of talent.
And we've had loads of fun. Thank you for inviting us to come and talk absolute rubbish for a few hours with you. It's been delightful.
Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for the tickets. And I know we'll all see you at the Ineffable Con in just a few months. It's coming right up.
We'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a good
Bye. Thank you. Bye. That was lovely. They always.
That was short for me.
Okay, guys. Difficult vote here. Okay.
So glad I don't have to vote.
So this one's a really hard one. We're still voting for who will move on to the next round to compete against Comic Geekery and Don't Touch That Dial. So this is a really, really tricky one, though, for sure. So number 1, Lego Omens. Number 2, Dancing Queen. Number 3, Zoomies. That's our voting. It was so nice of Rachel and Bethany to make time both days. I know they've already got to be busy getting ready for the con. I'm sure that it's chaos there. So
yeah, it was great to see them. And Gleefer too.
Yes. It was very nice of them all to stop by.
And they really do a great job with the Ineffable Con. So definitely recommend everyone.
So
last year was absolutely blast. Even being there virtually was it was incredible. So
I guess
totally
now that
worth
the 3 of us are on, we can kind of plug our own thing too. We're doing 2 panels for Ineffable Con.
Oh yeah,
right?
We sure are.
Yeah.
It started on that after this.
And as a matter of fact, one of them is kind of like an audience help thing. One of them we're going to be doing a concert. We have put together a group called the Chorusmen of the Apocalypse. If you're around during our holiday season, you would have heard our first piece. But I think we'll be doing, there's some solo pieces and stuff that we'll have in there too. So one will be a Good Omens concert. And the other thing we're doing is we're calling it like 6 degrees of good omens, but essentially it's how everything is related to good omens. And we will be looking for audience, like not just audience, just other people's takes on things that they have experienced that aren't good omens, that made them think of good omens, how that related to good omens. So lots of little vignettes from other people will be awesome. Kind of put a little compilation together. A little bit like Kamapuri and Madman did last year with their love letter, but this is, so it's a similar theme, but this one will be just that theme about how everything seems to be good omens. So, and thank you all for being so nice to Rachel and Bethany. They're awesome. All right, guys, what do we have for the vote here? Looks like we have 61 votes and only 64 people in the audience. So pretty much everybody voted. That's amazing. Let's see what we've got. Okay, it looks like Lego Omens will be moving on. Lego Omens. So are we ready? Are you guys ready to vote? Lego Omens versus Can't Touch That Dial? Because that's what's next.
Can't touch it.
Doesn't matter if you're ready or not. It's coming.
It is coming. Okay, so what I'm going to do here to make the slide, because we're just going to go ahead and vote. We've seen them both. Okay, in the audience, while I'm putting this together, if you folks can check the audience for me what they're saying. Do we want to see a little bit of both those again? A little bit of Lego Omens and a little bit of Can't Touch That Dial. We don't have to watch the whole things. And then we'll put together, I put together this slide, because I got to put something together. So, or should we just go ahead and vote? Are we prepared to vote? We might have some people who weren't in the chat the whole time. So
we are always prepared to vote.
Well,
You're
I mean,
never
we don't
prepared
have to
worry about it.
Never prepared to vote. All right. I've actually already got the voting thing down here, so that was not too hard to put together. I tried to prepare myself so I could do this quickly, but... And I technically I can't always put it together quickly. It's just always a matter of clicking the right buttons for me, honestly. Here we go. Skit final. Okay. Let's see. What did the chat say, anywho?
Skip the final 15.
Ready to vote? Vote, vote, vote. Everyone says vote, so let's vote. All right.
There we go.
Here we go. So, this is who shall win the skit category.
Oh, we're already at that part. Oh my god.
Yep,
Oh,
this is winning. Oh, except I can't type. There we go. 1 is Comic Geekery with Can't Touch That Dial. They did an amazing job with getting so many people to work together. 2 is Lego Omens. The editing on that, hilarious. I don't know how you're going to pick. So yeah. Oh, thank you guys. I really appreciate all the chat support when I'm slow with the tech stuff. So let's see how this goes. So I do think that somebody did confirm that was Mandarin. Somebody asked that earlier, I think. And I bet the Lego Omens also has a lot of little Easter eggs in it. Seemed like they had a lot of little stuff they'd made. How do you do the Lego things? Do you have to like make your own hair and make the vest and stuff yourself? I was curious.
I know that so my kids are into Legos, and we went to the Lego store. You can design your own little Lego bodies. So I would not be surprised if that would be an option to create a Aziraphale and Crowley like a little machine there. It'd be pretty cool.
That's awesome. I didn't know you could do that.
But
Okay,
what
so
is just for me? What is number 1 and what is number 2? Oh wait, I see it on the screen now. Okay, it was delete. Never mind. Oh no, but they are both so good.
They are.
Oh
so
no.
yeah, Can't Touch That Dial versus Lego Omens.
I told
Good thing you don't have to vote.
I know, but I feel the pain for everyone else. So
You
glad
don't
I
have
don't
to,
vote.
but you can. We're not disallowed to vote because we don't have entries. You can vote if
I know,
you
but
like.
this is a 50-50 for me.
Also not the Metatron, so fine.
Not the Metatron, can't decide. Yeah. Thank you also, Sky Woman. Thank you. And Victoria.
Can we already see how many how many people voted?
I can see
Because
it.
I only
if you
see
guys can.
55 so far?
Okay, it does
It's
show.
close.
Mhm. It is close. It's very close. It's within a vote or two, I think.
Oh my
of being
gosh.
50-50.
I couldn't handle the
I'm going to
stress.
give it... We've got 55 people, so 66 viewers. I know a few more of you can vote. You can do it.
56. Well, one of
Maybe
them
they're
is me.
driving. You have to be considerate.
Yeah, maybe they're just doing the same thing. Not gonna vote on this one. Okay. Well, the votes aren't moving, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. And it looks like we have... I'll announce it there.
So close.
Oh.
Yes, so close. Can't Touch That Dial, Skit. 52% of the vote. Congratulations, Comic Geekery. That was hilarious. And now that it's over, I have a secret to reveal about that particular entry. Did any of you notice a secret guest voice?
Uh-oh.
I was Crowley.
Bill.
Crowley?
I was. What? I didn't want to tell anybody because I don't want to influence the voting. But yeah, Comic Geekery contacted me and they asked me if. Well, actually, I think I offered first. I thought they were asking for a whole bunch of people, various voices, and I said I could do something small, and they offered me Crowley, and I gave it my best go. So that was fun. It was a lot of fun to participate in one because I didn't get to do any of the other entries this year. So that was fun. Oh, Doe Darling said they thought it might be me.
Well spotted, or whatever the auditory equivalent of that is.
Yeah, heard. Okay, but congratulations, Comic Geekery, but also to Lego Omens. That is an amazing thing. Those are both like top notch.
Something to be proud of.
So much, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, we are down to cosplay. I'm gonna just really quick check and see if there's a Laura hanging around. Not yet. Okay. Laura said they might pop in time for cosplay. I know that they were on a trip today. So, okay, let's get down to cosplay. Here we are. Okay. So what we have for cosplay is the final 3. We did have an additional cosplay today, also from our audience voting last night in the document that Kamapuri so kindly whipped up and put together for us. So added back in is the Aziraphale cosplay by Ashley Householder, the one with the feathered wings. So it is going to be this is the final vote. It's not going to be many rounds. We just have the 1 round with 3 entries. So I'm going to go ahead and get that open. I just want to make sure our audience and our guests can see it. So hang on a second here. Am I on the right one? Okay, that should be right. So, okay, you guys in the control room back there, you can see the link still? Yes, okay, cool. All right. Okay, are we ready to move on to the final category, cosplay?
Always.
Here we go. So this is Benny Plant with an Aziraphale cosplay.
Oh, it was that one.
All right.
Did we play that yesterday?
We
I
did,
can't
but I didn't
remember
play the
before.
end. So sometimes I did cut off some people's last like 30 seconds because we were running out of time. So, but obviously, if you make it to the finals, you get your whole thing played. Yeah.
I was shocked by the noodle.
Yeah, I didn't.
Thing. I was like, okay,
so
okay,
clever.
calm down. Keep it for the kids.
That was that one's just so much fun. And they did some amazing details. Like I said before, that ring, I'd just like them to make me one, please, because I would definitely wear that. That's stunning.
I'm trying to not buy a 3D printer. This is not helping.
What'd you say?
I said I'm trying to not buy a 3D printer. This isn't helping. So if we could slow it down, please. That'd be great.
I mean, just do it.
They're a little bit expensive, but they actually work way better now than they did even just a couple years ago.
Who cares
Yeah.
if it's expensive? Just get it. If you want to get it, get it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Probably
it's fine.
yeah.
I'm worth it.
But you're worth it, exactly.
What's the problem?
And I'm sure your kids would love it too when they have school projects and things.
Oh my gosh, it'd be ridiculous. There'd be so many Legos around. It'd be ridiculous. So
Just printing out random Lego pieces. All right, next up we have Doe Darling with this amazing Muriel cosplay. Ready? Here we go.
Hello. What's all this then? Oh, I'm just reading a book. It's jolly good. Oh, don't worry. Mr. Crowley and Mr. Fell will be back soon. They're just off falling in love. And of course, you can only tell if people are in love by waiting a few days, because humans are weird and that's how it works. Oh, wait. Did I just say they were human? No, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Cup of tea? It's okay. You don't have to drink it. I always say the best part of a cup of tea is looking at it. How I made Muriel's cosplay. So I had this custodian helmet, which is actually what Muriel is wearing, and it's usually worn in England by male constables on foot patrol. But I removed all the gubbins and remoulded all the inners, and then I painted the whole thing white. And I believe Muriel is basically wearing a constable's uniform from around the 1960s. So looking for a similar white jacket took a year and a day. But I finally found this one, which was perfect. It had the epaulettes, the lapels, the four frontal pockets, had a belt, but the buttons had little anchors on, and as much as I love sailors, it just wasn't the vibe. So I sourced some Met Police like little shank buttons, and I painted them white, and I hand sewed them on. I also painted the belt buckle to match, and I got my hands on a Met Police whistle, which I then also painted white, and I placed it in my top pocket like Muriel has theirs. And then it was just a case of adding some pin tuck trousers, and I decided to go with these cream brogues as both a nod to Muriel in heaven, and they were also giving Aziraphale. And as Muriel is now the custodian of the bookshop, I thought it was rather fitting. And that was the entire cosplay. Can I get a wahoo?
Wahoo!
I love that cosplay.
Oh boy.
It's
great.
great.
They're so freaking adorable.
I saw you
It's
nodding, Kama, when they said that it was hard to find the coat. Is that a pretty tricky piece?
Honestly,
that's a great coat.
what you're
And it's
wearing
super
right
hard
now.
to find a coat that has like the pockets and the lapels and everything just right. Oh my gosh, it's nearly impossible. So
Yeah, your
Yeah.
undershirt's working good though.
Hats
for
off.
Yeah, love that one. I'm sorry, Potato. I did not mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, it's fine. I was just fangirling. It's fine. Anyone who plays Muriel, I'm like, yeah, I love you. Like instant, period. I love you.
Yeah, I loved the little skit bits they did all through it too, and the little like miracle bit and everything. So very cute.
Yeah.
All right, so our last entry of the night is.
Wait, this is the last one?
Yeah, last one. Last.
Oh. Okay. Oh,
Yep.
I'm here for the ending. Oh, the
Yeah.
finale, the final 50.
The final.
We'll
Bring
get
it
too
on.
excited
Got
there.
excited. So this is Ashley Householder, our final contestant that was voted in on the audience form last night. So again, thank you everyone for filling that out and allowing some of these people to come back into the finale. So here we go. This is, again, Ashley Householder within a Aziraphale cosplay. Should I get the audio?
Hello, I'm Ashley Ennie and a huge Good Omens fan from the United States. I'd like to introduce you to my new Aziraphale cosplay. I'm wearing the classic Aziraphale outfit, a shirt, waistcoat, jacket, and bow tie. Instead of pants, I chose a skirt. Of course, the shoes match his style too. I mainly bought the clothes and altered them myself. For example, I sewed pockets onto the waistcoat to fit the pocket watch. I designed a matching bow tie as well. I also made the Crowley snake that usually surrounds my neck. And I glued all of the individual feathers to the wings. Of course, Aziraphale's outfit is only complete with his angelic ring he wears on his right little finger. It was specially made as a 3D print, and I painted it. If you would like to know, the photos were taken in the beautiful garden of the Cherry Valley Hotel in Newark, Ohio. So, this is my Aziraphale cosplay. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.
All right, love that one.
Amazing.
Okay, can I say something about that one?
Yes, you mentioned something. Please, Kama, go ahead.
Cindy already knows what I'm going to say. So I got to see that cosplay in person because she was at the Cleveland Fan Expo.
Seriously?
Last month. Yeah. And I think actually one of the coolest things about that cosplay, you can see it in the pictures if you know to look for it, but I don't know if you would notice it if you weren't looking for it. The wings actually open and close. They move.
Oh, seriously?
So when she flexes her wrists, they open, and then when she puts her hands down, they close. So they actually move.
Oh, that's
and you can see, if you pay attention in the pictures, I noticed this time, you can see when they're down and when they're up. But if you're not paying attention for it, you might not know that happens. It was very magical. I was super
I think you
impressed.
can see the little device hooked to her thumb here in her thumbnail. Haha.
Yeah.
Looks like. Yeah. So it was up her sleeve. That's clever. So it wasn't like a big visible thing. Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Around the thumbs, indeed. Oh, that's interesting. That's so smart.
We have had a number of impossible choices. I think this might be the most impossible choice so far because every one of these has stunning details, and I don't envy the audience for voting here, but here we go. I'm going to say...
I mean, you don't have to vote. We can just skip the voting and call them all winners.
They're all winners. Let's see which entry wins. I know they really are all winners. Seriously, I would be more than honored to wear any of those cosplays. Like my cosplay is always so base. Let's see, wins cosplay category. Okay, guys, I am entering the wrong question.
I just want the cosplayers to know that even if you don't win this contest, you are a winner for me because honestly. It looks so amazing. And seriously, I'm just...
Yeah. They are all top notch.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So one is Benny Plant's Aziraphale, 2 is Doe Darling's Muriel cosplay, and 3 is Ashley Householder's Aziraphale cosplay. And yeah, each of them, I can't even because all of them did so much detail work. Like Benny Plant has all the jewelry that they made that looks like real jewelry and a fun, really, really great video they put together too. Tons of cute stuff. And Muriel's, again, the details are like She could just walk in and play Muriel on set. I'm pretty sure no one would know
Yeah.
the difference, right?
Yeah. And it's also just the dedication to it. Like putting in all the effort to find a costume like that and just altering it to whatever you want it to be. I mean, I know from experience, like with the jacket I was wearing yesterday, I did all the decorating. It took me ages. So the handmade work, that's so much respect for that because it takes so long. Yeah.
Yeah, what you were saying about the one that you saw, Kama, that one also the hand feathered wings, stunning. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
Well, I'm
Also,
sorry
I want
to-
to know how that works, the system.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut out, but I've got to go handle some things in the house. So thank you all for having me.
Thanks for
been
being
an
here,
absolute
Madman.
Yeah, for
Good
sure.
to
I was
see you
happy-
around. Glad you got to join us. Take care.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Have fun.
Bye. Bye.
Madman just didn't want to have to handle the hard vote here.
Too much.
Didn't want to have to vote. Didn't want to have to.
Too much pressure.
In Madman's
Yeah,
mind,
that's
they truly are all winners because
It is impossible because I love Aziraphale as a character. Muriel, they are like my favorite side character in a TV show ever. So I don't know how I'd vote. I couldn't do it. So looking at what
But honestly, I would like the last one, a cosplayer from the Ineffable Wife with the wings. I need to talk to this person because I want to know about the wings. I want to create wings myself one day, and I need inside information. So, if you're watching, please, Potato on Discord, please contact.
she's on the Discord. You can message her.
Does she go by Ashley?
Ashley Annie, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna look her up.
All right, guys. We haven't got any more votes in the last minute or so, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll. And it looks like we have. Let's see. Oh, okay. So number 2, Muriel cosplayed. Oh, darling, congratulations! But seriously, for real, all winners, all of you.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna double check and make sure I'm not okay. Yep. All right.
So impressive.
So I thought let's do one more giveaway. Don't leave chat yet, everybody, before we all ditch each other and go our separate ways for the night. If you would like to enter for the last audience virtual ticket, it is TIC6, all caps like this. I'm putting it in chat. Don't put the stars. That's just so I don't accidentally enter. So type that into chat and you will be automatically entered to win a virtual ticket. And Rachel and Bethany will be happy to have you. Yeah, they were so generous. So we've got 5 winners for the 5 tickets for the winners, and then 5 more tickets for the audience. We gave away 2 yesterday. We're giving away 3 today. So thank you all for showing up. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I thought, okay, while we're doing this voting, do we want to listen to our new Phantom one more time, everybody? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me find it here.
And thank you for voting, everyone, even though it was super hard.
It is hard. And we couldn't do this without the voting. I think it would be fun, I think, to do a show also. We've done just plain, like fanfic reading and stuff we've done on the server. But something about the contest just adds, like I was saying yesterday, it just adds, I don't know, adds some spice. It's harder on the one hand for people to enter their art this way, but it's also more compelling for everyone, I think, because the audience gets to be involved.
Drama.
There's drama. And you get to be involved. Even if you didn't draw anything or paint anything or create a skit, you are still absolutely vital to the show. So, okay, let's find Good Omens Club. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and reshare this with our guests. I almost closed that. Oh, glad I didn't. Okay. All right, one more time, Good Omens Club, guys. Everybody sing along now. I know I'm going to. I love this. All right. Okay, here we go.
I
baby girl. I know she's gonna scream, God, what have you done? You're a good omens girl, and you write fan fiction. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. Read a page in my feels. It's my true passion to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep on asking in the Good Omens Club. I'm project multitasking with my friends on the sub. I'm gonna keep on crafting with the Good Omens Club. Good Omens Club. Theories and lots of lore. Lovers in the cottage who are enemies no more. Pain fights and a slam against the wall. Every day new speculation about Crowley's fall. I think my wild dreams from reading AO3, Tumblr and Instagram. You've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. My new song parody. She's a baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a good omens girl, and you write fan fiction. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. Read a page in my feels. It's my true passion to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep on asking in the Good Omens Club. I'm project multitasking with my friends on the sub. I'm gonna keep on crafting with the Good Omens Club. Good Omens Club. With my friends on the sub. God, what have you done? You're a good omens girl, and you write fan fiction. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. Read a page in my feels. It's my true passion to join the Good Omens Club. I'm gonna keep on asking in the Good Omens Club. I'm project multitasking with my friends on the sub. I'm gonna keep on crafting with the Good Omens Club. Good Omens Club. Omens Club. Good Omens Club.
That is just
Can
so
I-
much
can I-
fun.
Can I confess something?
Yeah,
This is
please.
the first time. This is the first time I heard that song.
Was it? What did you think?
It was freaking fantastic. I was vibing. Okay, that was great.
It is.
I'm so amazed.
The chat has already voted that not only that the winner of the song parody the song contest, but also our new fan anthem. So that's awesome. Okay, well, both of you, thank you for showing up, especially Potato on your mother's birthday. Tell her happy birthday from us and that we're sorry we dragged you away.
Well,
James.
everyone left just now, and I think I have to go downstairs to help clean up. But it was.
Okay,
I'm
do
glad
that.
I was able to join the last part.
I'm
That
so
was
glad
great.
too. That was fun.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Kama, for showing up in your amazing cosplay also. Love it. And thank you
It
all.
was great to be here. Thanks
Yep.
for having me.
Yep.
Yes, thanks
I'll
for
let you
having
two
me.
go. I'll say goodbye to the audience too. You can say goodbye.
Bye.
We'll see you all
Bye,
next
everyone.
year.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Okay, folks, that concludes Good Omens Got True Talent 2025. Really quick, I just want to re-announce the winners. Congratulations to the art category winner, Jelena with Where Everything Began, the craft category winner with Andrea Victoria Paradiso with Nice, This skit with is Comic Geekery, Don't Touch That Dial. Music, Good Omens Club. And the cosplay, as we just saw, was Doe Darling's wonderful Muriel cosplay. So thank you to all of the artists who entered. Thank you to all of the audience who had showed up to support the wonderful art. And we had so much fun, and all of the guests we had. And this was a blast, and we're going to do it again next year. We'll have new material next year because it will be post the finale. So I really hope to see some big participation next year. So, keep your eye out for an announcement always around the end of this year. I'll announce what's happening next year for this. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have so much fun putting this together. It's work, but it's worth it. I just love this so much. So thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful rest of the weekend. If you're in America, have a wonderful Mother's Day tomorrow. And yeah, just enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you all around the server and around the fandom and possibly at various cons. So